Yeah, with Greta Gerwig just being like, and now kiss.
And kiss her.
I feel like I couldn't do that as a director. Like, I feel like I would just like be really awkward and be like, and now kiss. Like, and everyone would be like, what are you talking about? I remember like, my grandparents always had like 4 DVDs when I was growing up. One was like Black Beauty and stuff that I kind of stayed away from. But then one was Little Miss Sunshine, because I think that's, in my eyes, like a perfect movie. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you feel all the things between. The girls are super freak. And then the other one, like, my dad was a sort of builder and my mum works in property and stuff. It was very like non-filmic art house. I remember him making me watch Gladiator for the first time. Like, are you not entertained? And I feel like those films like Gladiator 300, Clash of the Titans, all those sort of like dad films. I loved how epic they were and how like, you know, the actors were having so much fun.
This is Sparta!
I just really remember those films and was like, oh, this is what cinema is. It's sort of a place where you can go disappear into a different world.
Release the Kraken!
When I sort of discovered Greta Gerwig's work, I think for me, when I watched Lady Bird, you know, I was 18 at the time and sort of being like, oh, this is amazing, sort of discovering coming of age films in a really special way. And then went down a rabbit hole of Juno and other films like that I really felt like lasted the test of time. Yeah, with Greta Gerwig just being like, and now kiss.
And kiss her.
I feel like I couldn't do that as a director. Like, I feel like I would just like be really awkward and be like, and now kiss. Like, and everyone would be like, what are you talking about? If I'm not like feeling myself or whatever, I actually tend to watch a lot of like reality TV. I'm not that into all the loved ones, but I like Below Deck.
Captain Lee is going to throw us off the boat.
I think I do revisit Pirates of the Caribbean. Like every couple of years, I'll go watch all of them in a row and just sort of have like the best time and be like, you know, start at the beginning and then try and just do them all in like a weekend when you're really hungover. Massively so. A lot of Christopher Nolan's work, going in and getting to watch that was just so amazing, sort of being in the cinema. And then it was also Midsommar. I remember going in and watching that in the cinema. I had no idea what way it was gonna go, and I remember like people screaming in that film and then other people laughing and everything in between, and it was just an amazing and emotive and so provocative. I also feel the same with like Emerald Fennell's work, you know, when you sort of go in and you watch Saltburn. I was at the first premiere of it. I just remember watching that and the same thing, like people just being like horrified.
I think it was a hit, don't you, darling?
Oh yes, a triumph.
And I just remember sitting there being like, where is this going? I grew up next to Clapham Picture House. I grew up in Tooting, so that was like the one I used to go to when we were growing up, and it was like a real treat to go to Picture House because it was like either Streatham Odeon or there at the time. But then actually when I was up in Glasgow shooting the film, we would spend a lot of time at a small cinema called the Grosvenor, which was just such a like nice, small, intimate, independent cinema, and I just think I sort of fell in love with that again. I really love the composed music for a film called Close. That was a really beautiful sort of soundtrack. It was the Lucas Dont film, which I love. And then I think Wuthering Heights had a really good soundtrack.
I think I'm gonna die in this house.
It was just like really modern and fresh and quite like in a period world, and it felt really exciting. I've got to say Barbie as well. Barbie soundtrack was pretty special. I'm going gay parents here. Stanley Tucci from Easy A.
Why does that matter? I'm adopted.
What? Oh my God! Who told you?
And then the dad in 8th grade. Because I think you've got like the naughtiness and the outrageousness of Stanley's character, and then the dad in 8th grade is like this is the most wholesome scene by a fire I think you'll ever watch. That I think whenever I think about it, it always makes me cry.
Being your dad makes me so happy, Kayla. You don't know. You don't know.
And look good in it? Like, that's a hard question because I feel like, am I doing this? Am I stealing it so I feel like I can rock it? I'm gonna go niche. I'd want to be in, I think I'd go for something from Clash of the Titans. Or Armageddon.
I'm marrying you.
You bet you are.
100%. Like most films, I feel like. Taxi Driver, which I know is like outrageous.
You talking to me?
But every time I go to press it, then I just sort of decide like, oh, it's quite a long film and I want to go watch it in like a cinema, and I'm sort of waiting to like go do that. But I feel like the amount of people that are like, yeah, like Taxi Driver, and I'm like, yeah, Taxi Driver.
You talking to me?
No idea what happens in it. I assume it's about a taxi driver.
Then who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me?